Hello everyone, welcome to this MBM, sort of an MBM live Facebook chat session. So my name's Jeremy Tompkins. I'm actually from New Zealand, so I'm from the Bay of Plenty. And if you're overseas students, do visit that when you come here. And I started the MBM along with Shakthi, who will talk in a sec. We started that in November last year. Yeah. So I'll hand over to Shakthi.
Right guys, hi, this is Shakthi and I belong to India, the southern part of India, from Chennai. And I strongly believe that the New Zealand culture is truly a blessed one, and that drove me to coming to New Zealand. And the course has been such a huge, journey, I should say, till now. And there's apparently, I think, 3 months left now. So hope for the best now. And yeah, the MBM is. As you see him laughing, it is kind of, ups and downs, and it doesn't give you much of a break in between, but it it teaches you a lot. So yeah, it's quite hectic and knowledgeable too.
Yeah, like I'd probably agree with Shakthi on that one. It is a bit of a roller coaster, you could say. That you're always constantly doing something, I find, and that it's always interesting, you're learning something new. Because I think that probably leads us on to our next bit we can talk about is why we sort of chose to study it, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
I know for me that I'd completed a 4-year undergraduate degree here at Waikato University, and I thought, oh, why not? What the heck? Give a master's a crack, it's another year. Right. Plus, as well, being on this Edmund Hillary scholarship program here through the uni, it was a good opportunity to further that as well. So that was just my bit. But what was it for you, Shakthi?
For me, it was kind of on the other side. It was like I was more into technical. I was a tech savvy person, and I belonged to the electronics and communication side as an engineer. And post that, I had a work ex of three years, and after that, I was looking more into something that was management driven. So I was looking at different countries to go into, and I was actually thinking about US, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, and finally I landed in New Zealand. And I believe that MBM is a short version of how business is run in daily life and in a routine. And yeah, I think it's quite an important aspect that every individual has to potentially have in them, regardless of the person, whether he or she belongs to running a business or not. And yeah, we shall talk about the internships and how the program is, and Jeremy will talk you to.
Yeah, because I think just before that we should actually say, because I think you may or not know, because it's a 1-year master's, so everything's condensed into that 1-year program, which is a lot different to a lot of other master's degrees, I should say, out there, like that. And I think that, how many, because we've got, is it 16?
Yeah,
16, so 16 papers from November till November, so it doesn't actually run through the course of 1 year. It's split over like a little bit of 1 year and the majority of one, like that and everything. And at the moment we're doing the business research paper, both of us. We're both with different companies in that regard, like that. But that's sort of going for 3 weeks now, and then we'll continue working on it when we go back next week to classes, whilst we're doing the other papers as well. Like that. But all of them the papers, they range from finance to marketing, economics, which we just finished before the internship. So they've all been, I know for myself, quite interesting. Like that, I've learnt lots because I sort of want to use the masters to go towards a principal job later on in life and teaching, like that and everything. So I think, because how long is the internship actually, Shakthi? Is that?
For me, it's 1.5 months.
Yeah.
So for me, it's I think it's going to be 2-3 weeks left now. Yeah. Because I started way a bit more, before, so well in advance. So.
Yeah, because how do you think? Because I know for me it's slightly different because I'm from New Zealand.
Right.
But how's it helped you, the program here? So
on that aspect, I think it is more in depth about what actually is happening in the company, and they deal with you more. There's more of an interpersonal connection. And you know what is happening within the course and within the company as to how the company is dealing with different segments and different sectors. So it's a different whole range of view, and you get a 360-degree view of what exactly is happening in the thing, and you have to do a lot of background research. And when you set up a meeting, say for half an hour or just an hour, it's like you're going to meet the CEO of the company, and you got to get the best in front of him, and if that's not the case, then it looks kind of ugly. So use the best time, and when it's given to you, make the most of it.
Yeah. That's what I said. Couldn't say it any better. Like that and everything. But I think in general, because I know I've found the stuff quite helpful. Like if you have if you're having trouble with one of your papers or you need someone to talk to, especially if you're from overseas, like that or anything, I know for myself I found it quite useful that Kathy, she's been really helpful, and so have many other people on the program that you can just sit down, you can have a bit of a chat with, or a yarn as I like to call it, just about things in general really, or talk to your fellow course colleagues or anything like that, I think really. Yeah, just about anything really, so you don't, because it can, I think, make you feel overwhelmed. Like that, even though you don't need to feel overwhelmed. That's sort of my view. How have you found it?
That's actually totally true on what Jeremy is just saying. It's like, I've been facing this dwindle on times, like, okay, what if this happens, what if that happens? And I go to my mentors, like, seek assistance and, guidance. And there's always Kathy, there's Mishwela, there's Michelle, and so on, who's always given continuous efforts and continuous, push for us to thrive. And we have wonderful lecturers coming and visiting faculties coming from different parts of New Zealand as well, and they cover a whole wide range of different aspects when it comes to businesses and how it runs on a daily basis. So we get like a simple example would be daily journals or daily articles. We would have to read them through in classes, and that gives you a practical example of how as a third person you look at an article and what you interpret. And that gives you immense values. So the learning has been quite an enhanced one. It's totally a different transformative one for me as an international student, because I find it kind of different when you compare it with outside New Zealand and outside India as such. Because I've been in Middle East as well, so it's kind of on and off. So I find New Zealand is a wonderful place, and especially University of Waikato with the Triple Crown accreditation, it's bullseye.
Yeah, like that's sort of why I chose to study at Waikato in the first place, from all the other universities. When I first started here 5 years ago, it's been that long, was purely because it has a really good teaching environment, but also it's got a relaxed environment as well. That you don't feel overwhelmed, like everything's in one place. You don't have to traipse across the city for 45 minutes or something like that if you're in Wellington, like that. But I think the teaching style as well. Would you agree that I know for me, having done an undergraduate degree here, it is different again in this master's program. Like, in your undergraduate degree, I think you're more, in a way, told what to do, in a sense like that. But in the master's one, that here at the management faculty, they've realised that we're young professionals, we're actually young adults, and we've been treated like young adults. So we're actually having to think for ourselves, think what to do on this aspect. And I think the internship at the moment is a good example of that. That you're not being handheld through everything, you're actually having to think for yourself, because when you go out and get a job, you're not going to have someone there supporting you. Well, you will, but you're not. It's not like having mum or dad there 24/7 all the time like that. So it's about that growing up aspect and everything like that. But your teaching styles, I think one that stood out for me is it Jens?
Yeah,
Jens, I'm saying it right. Yeah. Jens, he's a different one, like that. He's a good bloke, like that. So Jens, if you're listening, good bloke. Like that, I'll just drop it in there. But yeah, I think he's sort of a standout one for me. And there have been a couple of lecturers that have come in and presented sort of an unusual style, but overall it's been different. I think rewarding. Would you agree with that, or am I?
I reckon the same. I mean, I reckon the same, because. But out there in India, like we had electronics and communication, it was more of a technical thing, and people were totally, brain drained, you should say. There was so much of information on just a piece of paper, and you had to just go all by yourself. And you just had to. There's no assistance as such. Also, and here, I mean, there was initially. It's like I would say. Like a game level, it's like a Pokemon Go or something.
Don't know if it's like Pokemon Go. I'm not a fan of Pokemon Go.
Neither am I.
I'll keep my reservations about that.
Neither am I, but it's just like that the level of difficulty just progresses with time, and so the papers are put in such a way that it starts with the level of average, and then it just hits the medium, and then it goes on and steps up, and when you have the BRPs, and for people who do not know what BRP is, it's a business research project. and that is the 25 point, the major portion of our course, which is 180 credited. And this particular BRP is mainly been taken care by Jens, Professor Jens, and he is providing sort of continuous support as to how to communicate with the stakeholders and with all of our companies that we got internships, and it kind of gives a different arena for us to battle into. So yeah, I totally agree with what Jeremy says in that context.
Yeah, because I think you said that quite well, Shakthi, as well, like that and everything. But you think, because how have you? Because I know I've been here now for a while, but how have you found it as a student at Waikato? What's it been like? What's it been like for you coming to a completely new culture like that and being a student?
I must say it's totally overwhelming, because the access that you get, the people, they're so warm, friendly. I mean, right?
Thanks,
even
thanks.
yes, no, I'm not. They're really. Even at the bus stop, they would give you a total leaflet with the directions and everything. They're not like, oh, he's Indian, oh man, no, I'm not gonna help you out. It's not like that, to be honest. I'm not saying that I'm not saying this just to flatter people or something like that, but it's totally generous with them, and they're very kind, very warm-hearted, and they like to help, and they're lovely people, and they love volunteering, and that's such an important thing in life. And I feel that New Zealand is a place of low population. They have less in number, but they have one huge number of hearts. So New Zealand is second home to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I haven't heard New Zealand put that to great in a while. But it's pretty true. Like, I think for me, I've enjoyed, I know for myself that I haven't actually been overseas myself, so overseas has kind of come to me in a way through this program. Like that, so you've got all like yourself from overseas and everything like that. And it's really, really interesting, I find, learning about all these different cultures as well. This is aside from the study aspect of it, that learning what makes you guys tick and everything like that, and what's important to you is entirely different what's important to me, like that. But yeah, I think that sort of as Kiwis, we welcome you in and everything like that. True. And stuff like that. And I think the Waikato campus is quite good for that and everything like that and stuff. And if you're watching, guys, do ask questions. You can type away and ask questions and stuff like that. I forgot to add earlier. Like that. But how many tips do you think we'll give for students who want to study the MBA? How many should we give? Top three?
Top three.
What would be your top three tips?
I think fitting in a proper resume. That's a CV.
Yeah.
A good CV. Yeah. With the key bullet points. Unlike saying that I fancy dancing and I fancy singing and I'm a person doing this. Spot the main points that you think are the bullet striking features that you have in you that could potentially land your job. And apart from that, I think knowing what your strength is and focus on that more and see how that could play an important role with the courses coming through, and see as to why you have to choose MBM if you are going to, and do a background research. Research is a key important thing that is currently being done right now, because I am put in a company that, to be frank, I'm doing an internship in a company that is more of dealing with health and safety, and I come from another background, so from a third person's point of view, I look at it as just something vague. But now once I start researching, it goes inside deep down and I get the facts right. So research is an important thing, and if you want to be an MBM student, then I think you have to research what you have in you and what the course offers, and if it matches, bullseye.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I think the one thing I could tip would be that don't be afraid to ask questions, because if you don't ask the question, you're never going to know the answer to it really, and if you haven't asked the question, and you should have, you could be kicking yourself for it at the end of the day. Like that. The second thing is that just don't be afraid to meet new people and anything like that and stuff like that. I think just put yourself out there. Don't be afraid of who you are. Like that, sort of stick to your guns. I think that's quite a Kiwi saying.
Stick to your guns.
And sort of stay, because you're going to have your strengths and weaknesses throughout the papers and everything like that. And welcome group work, like that, which is something I've had to do because I haven't done much group work myself in my undergraduate degree. like that, because you are going to be working with a variety of people from the course who have different strengths and weaknesses to you, and you actually have to sit down and work it out in a well and reasonable manner like that, because I know there have been instances where it hasn't gone according to plan like that or anything like that. But that's just the whole process of learning. I think at the end of the day, that if you're learning it now, then it'll be easy for you once you're in a business. And the third thing would be probably enjoy yourself. Like that. It's a year, it's not that long like that, so do it. Like that would be my advice. I'm Kiwi, I did it. So like that and everything, I'd definitely encourage it, like that and everything like that. But I haven't got too much else to add. Have you got anything else?
I mean, the other side to New Zealand, as in the MBM as well, you start off with the first paper, and then you get a huge break because you face, I mean, in case you're planning to take the November intake, as for us, it was like we had a break of around 20 days where we were allowed to, just spend our times, go on holidays and stuff like that. So we had this break, and that was apparently I think the only break that we had that was kind of huge, like on a whole, and that allowed a lot of time for us to go and explore the places. And for international students, that's not a time for you to go back to your place or something like that, in case you feel homesick, because there are a lot of places you have to explore. There's Waidama Caves, there's Bay of Plenty, there's Tauranga, and there's the list going on and on and on. And
Queenstown, Christchurch, Wellington, Auckland, all around. So basically, there's heaps. I think because on that note, I think that there are like, as long as you're managing your time wisely and everything like that, you are going to have days where you can go and explore and do things like that. But if you are from overseas and think and want to do this program, going back whilst you are studying will put a lot of pressure on you, like that and everything. It is something I probably wouldn't recommend either.
And you have the extra activities like trekking, hiking, bungee jumping, and all of that. So that adds value to your activity explorations.
Does all cost money though? It's not free. Should address that. It's not free. So make sure
blaster cars as well.
There's that as well. Like and everything. So but no, like, and you can also like, because I've got a couple of part-time jobs as well whilst doing the masters, like that. So it is manageable to do that and study, because you do need a little bit of extra income coming in here and there, like that, to keep you ticking over like that. But it is doable, like that and everything.
As Jeremy said, I think the last point is a key important thing. I mean, if you're an international student, you would definitely need to balance out your money, your savings, the money coming from home. So you would have to look at how you manage your expenses. So I think landing a part-time job would be a key thing. So once you head in, just try giving in your CVs here and there, and you should get one. And
if you don't have very good budgeting skills at the moment, you've got what, 3 months to refine them. So 3 months to sort of refine it like that. So
get your auditor done and everything.
Okay, we have a few questions that have come in from the public.
That's a question.
Wondering whether you could answer them for us. First one, is it difficult to complete the program because it is 180 points in a year?
Want to take it?
I'll take it. You can help me out.
Sure.
No, it's not difficult to complete it from my point of view, just because I'd already done a 4-year undergraduate degree, which was slightly more points than what this was. Like that, but at the end of the day, I've been doing the papers and haven't really been thinking about the points as such. I think you worry about it by a paper basis, like that, and sort of planning forward and everything, and that if you have that drive of wanting to do well and get that B and above average, or the A average, or what average you want to get, because C's don't get degrees, that's a myth. C's do not get degrees. It is manageable. You've just got to manage your time and everything around it like that, and it is definitely doable. Like it is challenging at times, but you're always going to have things that are challenging at times. That's life, really.
I mean, just adding on to it, you might see it as a 180 credit paper, but when you just split it along, it says it has 16 papers in it. So your aim would be to look at the short run. So just complete one by one, and suddenly all of a sudden you see all of it gone, vanished, and trust me, it's not a hard paper. It's like you can easily clear getting an average B or B plus. And if you would want to, push that extra, yard and earn that A's or A pluses, then yeah, just sit all nights and spend time in the labs. Yeah.
Maybe not all-nighters. Just I've never been one for all-nighters.
Right.
I can't start too late like that. But it is doable. You just manage everything around it, and you'll be sweet.
I mean, if you're a night owl, then you like it.
You're done. Yeah.
Action learning program. Can you tell us about that and how long it is?
Oh, we haven't done that yet. No, but that's still to come. That's actually still to come.
Yeah. There's more of an explorer. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. So up until now, we've done 12 papers.
Yeah, we've done 12. 4 left.
Yeah. So 12 papers. So we've done 12 papers up until we started the internship. The internship is number 13, and then we have a design thinking and innovation paper that's number 14, and then hang on, I'll just go look at my list.
Yeah. Action learning project.
Action learning project. That one. Where's the other one? Is there one?
Yeah. That's 15, and then 16.
15. Oh yeah, 16. Yeah, there we go. I can't count. My maths is letting me down. So there's 16 altogether, like that and everything. And the action learning project is where you're working in groups again, and you're developing an idea for a new company that you want to start. As sort of the information that we've been given so far, but there's more to come.
So what kind of preparation should a student do to prepare for this course?
Oh, you going to do it?
Yeah.
You do it. Go.
To be honest, you don't have to do much of preparation for this course because it gives you a total different insight and towards a business point of view. And there's a brief intro right from the word go in the first paper. So they give you the hint as to how it goes, how it flows. So I think the only takeaway that possibly you could have is maybe just try to work 2 at a time. Try multitasking. Try 2 papers at a time, and you would have to do assignments of 1 paper, and then at the same time, just don't lose track of when the due date for the next assignment of the other paper is. So yeah, that would be the only thing. But it's not quenching or draining, something like that.
No,
it's manageable.
Don't need anything more now.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
And just finally, we've just got one more question I want to ask you. You talked a little bit earlier on about the kind of work that you want to get into. Can you talk to me a little bit about what kinds of jobs that this program could lead into? What kind of careers are you looking at?
Oh, you go first.
Yeah.
You go.
I mean, this is again is a master's in business and management. So, as long as you manage everything, and as long as you get your view regarding business right, you're going to get all this sort of openings right in front of you. So it does not give you, it does not limit you to a particular job skill set. It does not say that, okay, you've specialized in this, so this is only the options that you have. So you have a wide range of scope, wide range of options. You can enter the marketing sector, you can enter the sales, you can enter the finance, and you could go way ahead. You could also enter the legal section if you have like more knowledge about the corporate laws and everything. So there's the IT industry to explore as well. So all of this would be done in papers. For IT, you have digital business. For corporate law, you have law and for legal, you have corporate law. For for knowing about the business, you have sustainability, and then overall management, you have HR management, and then you have organization culture. So yeah, there's a wide range of scopes available. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to add. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Nothing more to add from myself. So I think that's pretty much the end of the questions. I've got nothing more to say. Do you have anything to say?
No, I mean, if you're an international student and if you think, because I had this, hindering my mind whether I have to land, an option in New Zealand or Canada or Australia or US. I mean, just decide where you want to be and what you are really looking at. And if you really think that MBM is the thing for you, and if you think that 1 year you could, just spend, and trust me, it's not going to be tough. So it's going to be an easy course, and there is always assistance. There's always mentors to guide you, and it's a wonderful course.
There will be tough parts.
Yeah,
there will be tough parts.
Yeah,
it's not all easy. Just want to like that.
Right.
So yeah, if you're a Kiwi international student, give it a go. You only live once. You haven't got anything to lose, and it's a master's up your sleeve at the end of the day. So that's all from us. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. See you later.
Thanks for watching. See ya.